Coins that are certified by grading services often sell for much higher prices because buyers trust their authenticity and condition. Now imagine this. You're going through an old box of coins at home. You pick up a simple penny from 1976. At first, it looks ordinary. But then you notice something unusual. The shine, the sharpness, maybe even a slight doubling in the letters. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in American history. The 1995 Lincoln 1-cent coin with no mint mark. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Let's start with the basics. The 1995 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. On the front, you see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, a design that stayed on pennies for decades. Now here's where things get interesting. Some of these coins were struck without a mint mark. If you look closely at a 1995 penny and you don't see a letter like D or S under the date, that means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. And in 1995, Philadelphia did not use a mint mark for pennies. So technically, a no mint mark 1995 penny is not rare by itself. In fact, over 6.4 billion of them were made. Yes, billions. So if you're thinking every 1995 no mint mark penny is worth $1,200, I'm going to stop you right there. That's simply not true. Most of these coins, especially the ones that have been used in everyday transactions, are only worth 1 cent. But don't click away yet. Because here's the twist. Some very specific versions of this coin can be worth serious money. And that's where collectors get excited. The real value comes down to two key factors: condition and errors. Let's talk about condition first. Coins are graded on a scale from poor condition all the way up to mint state perfection. The closer your coin is to looking brand new, with its original bright red shine, the more valuable it becomes. In fact, a 1995 no mint mark penny in near perfect condition has sold for thousands of dollars at auction. We are talking about coins graded at the very top levels, extremely rare, almost flawless. But even that's not the most exciting part, because the real jackpot comes from errors. Specifically, something called the double die obverse. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins, the 2010 Liberty 1-cent coin with no mint mark. We'll uncover its history, its hidden secrets, why collectors are hunting for it, and whether it really can reach those jaw-dropping values. So don't skip, because by the end of this video, you might start checking every coin you own. Let's start with the basics. The 2010 1-cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Cent series, one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. But 2010 was not just another year. It marked a major change. This was the first year the U.S. Mint introduced the Union Shield design on the reverse side of the coin. This powerful symbol represents the unity of the United States, something Abraham Lincoln fought to preserve during one of the nation's most difficult times. On the front, you still see the familiar portrait of Lincoln, but on the back, the design changed forever. That alone makes the 2010 penny historically important. Now let's talk about the no mint mark mystery. Many people believe that if a coin has no mint mark, it must be rare or valuable. But here's the truth. Coins without a mint mark are usually produced in Philadelphia. In 2010, nearly 2 billion of these coins were made in Philadelphia alone. Yes, billions. So at first glance, this coin is not rare at all. In fact, most 2010 no mint mark pennies are worth exactly what you think, just 1 cent. So why are people talking about values like $500, $800, even $1,200? This is where things get interesting. The secret is not just the coin itself, but its condition. In coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the number, the better the condition. Most coins you find in your pocket are heavily circulated, scratched, and worn. But a coin in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state, can be worth far more. For example, a 2010 no mint mark penny in average condition might be worth only a few cents. But in mint state 65, it can reach around $10 to $15. And here's where the magic happens. When the grade reaches extremely high levels like MS67 or MS68, the value skyrockets. One example of a 2010 Philadelphia penny in MS67 condition sold for over $1,300 at auction. That's where those viral claims of $1,200 coins come from. But here's the catch. Finding a coin in that condition is extremely rare. Think about it. Most coins go through machines, pockets, wallets, and years of circulation. They get scratched, dented, and worn down. But a perfect coin? One with no marks, no damage, full original shine? That's like finding a needle in a haystack. And that's exactly why collectors are willing to pay big money for it. Now let's go even deeper. There's another factor that can increase value: errors. Yes, minting errors. Sometimes, coins are produced with mistakes. These can include doubled letters, off-center strikes, or unusual shapes. Even a small error can turn an ordinary coin into something special. For example, some 2010 pennies with double die errors or striking mistakes have sold for anywhere between $20 and several $100s depending on the severity. So if your coin looks unusual, don't ignore it. It might be worth a lot more than you think. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in the collecting world, the 2016 United States Liberty 1 cent coin with no mint mark. And by the end of this video, you might start checking every single coin you own. Let's begin. First, let's understand what makes this coin so special. The 2016 1 cent coin belongs to the Lincoln Shield series, a design that has been used in the United States since 2010. On the front, you see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, along with the word Liberty, the year 2016, and the phrase "In God We Trust." On the back, there's a bold Union shield, symbolizing the unity of the United States during one of its most difficult times in history. Now here's where things get interesting. Some of these 2016 coins have no mint mark. And that's where collectors start paying attention. You might be thinking, what does no mint mark even mean? In simple terms, coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint usually don't carry a mint mark. So technically, a 2016 coin with no mint mark isn't rare by itself. In fact, billions of these coins were produced. So why are people talking about values reaching $1,200 or more? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and most importantly, errors. You see, most 2016 pennies are only worth a few cents or maybe a couple of dollars in uncirculated condition. But here's the twist. Certain rare versions of the 2016 no mint mark penny have sold for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. Some high-grade coins have reached values close to $2,300 depending on condition. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that originally costs just 1 cent, selling for over $1,000. So what exactly makes one of these coins valuable? Let's break it down. Number 1. Condition. Coins are graded on a scale, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. A coin that looks brand new, with sharp details and no scratches, can be worth significantly more than one that's been used in circulation. For example, a 2016 penny graded at a very high level once sold for nearly $900. Now imagine if the quality is even better. That's where values can climb toward the $1,200 range or beyond. Number 2. Rare errors. This is where things get really exciting. Some 2016 pennies have unusual mistakes that happened during the minting process. These are called error coins, and collectors love them. We are talking about things like